Yo, Bills fans, what's up? I just wanted to come BS with you guys. I'm sure some of you know, like, my old place burned down about going on a week ago now, last Wednesday, 2 days before I go to my first Bills game in Cleveland, which was a great experience. It got to take my mind off of a lot of things, but just doing this to just try to chill, take my mind off this transition. It's been a pain in the ass, but yeah. First, what I saw, now what we know. Josh Allen has been named starting quarterback of the Bills for preseason game 3, and if his play continues to ascend like it has been, this is pretty much the telltale sign he's going to be the starting quarterback for the Buffalo Bills going into the 2018 season. Seemed like a dark horse, seemed like a guy that they were going to wean in, if you will, but now they've expedited that based on his performance. And from what I saw on the field in Cleveland myself with my own 2 eyes, sitting ground level, only 10 rows up, he was the best quarterback on the field that night. Hands down. He was better than Baker Mayfield by far. Granted, it was against ones and twos, but he was better than Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor, I saw a lot of the same deficiencies in him, and I saw Baker Mayfield. He's going to have trouble seeing over the line. I was kind of woefully underimpressed, and when the threes came in, he kind of started to make hay. But the Bills, if they've done something that's been unprecedented in drafting this kid and going against the grain and all the analytics and all the pundits and all the talking heads, even myself who said this kid was straight trash. And granted, it's only 2 preseason games, but if he goes into game 3 and really shows playing with ones, playing better, and he's got a full week of practice under his belt as the starting quarterback, and he continues to get better, here it is. They're going into they're going for it. I mean, they've suffered the McCarron injury, and those things happen. He's probably not going to be IR'd. He's going to be like one of the, they can just stash him on the roster, or maybe they cut him so they save money. Peterman's the backup. He was the backup last year. I mean, hopefully the biggest injury on the roster right now to me is Kyle Williams, but given that they got 3 weeks, a little more, I could see him getting back on the field. And given their defensive tackle depth now, they can rotate him in pretty liberally. They don't have to play him any more than they want to. But yeah, this is all about Josh Allen getting named starting quarterback of the Buffalo Bills. And for preseason game 3, let me preface that, but still, this is pretty much the telltale sign that they are going to move on with him and just let him ride it. What's up, Christian? Yeah, great news, man. Great news. Again, thanks for you guys who follow me on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. The fucking sucky situation I've had to deal with. Obviously this is a new place. I started off, my old place burned down, and it's going to take like 6 or 7 months to get it fixed up and renovated and livable again. So I'll be back over there probably after the 2018 season. So hopefully Lurker, this kid, comes out this Sunday. I'm going to be at that game too. I'm going to be at that Bangles game on Sunday, and I get to see with my own 2 eyes again. Hopefully he shows out, and I'm not being a homer. I'm not. Everybody says it. I watch the game, and it's funny when you watch a game how much you can see and not see, as opposed to when you're on TV watching it. When you're watching it on TV, it was just like leaps and bounds how much better he was than everybody else at quarterback. It was scary. It was like, this kid is better than AJ McCarron. And I give Peterman credit. He's done the most with what he has. He's the least physically talented of the 3, and he's done the most with his ability. And second of all, let me thank everybody. Everybody in Cleveland was great. The Bills fans, the Cleveland fans, the stadium was nice. Everybody was very, very hospitable. It was a great time. It's a very old city. Not a big city, but very homey, very, very nice. A lot of food, a lot of good food. and it was a great time. So that was a great experience, and I get to experience Buffalo for the first time this week, another Rust Belt city. I can't wait. Heard nothing but amazing things for the 30 years I've been a Bills fan. Now I finally get off my ass and get to go up there and experience it, thanks to a very good friend of mine. It's like a brother to me. So, guys, how you guys feeling? What are you thinking? You know, there's only two of you watching, but oh really? That's that old. To think they lost them in the last, they lost them in the same year, and then they get them. Basically, the Las Vegas Raiders are gone in 2 years, and the Rams are back in LA. This league is a crazy place. I mean, my God. It's very. I'm an old school guy. I'm a fan of bedrock teams. I don't mind them being the LA. They were always the LA Rams, but the Raiders are always going to be the Oakland Raiders. So I'm sorry I'm getting off the beaten path. But yeah, Josh Allen. There's a few things, and granted, he's a rookie. He's going to make his mistakes. He's going to have his ups, his downs, his rocky roads, and that's fine. That's fine. As long as he gets to do them full speed, full tilt with the first team unit, I'm fine. It's hard to judge him so much playing in and out. You know, and I hate to say this because I never root for. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. Christian Mildred didn't. She didn't make it. She the fire took her. So that's the thing that's really killing me right now, man. That's the shit that's really fucked me up bad, man. I'm fucking hurting, dude. So yeah, that shit was just a fucking disaster. I put it on my my Twitter. My Twitter has it. What happened? Yeah, my little pet. She would sometimes be in the videos with me, little gray girl. And the building got pretty damaged. The third floor has to be wiped out. There's a lot of water damage. Fucking, I wouldn't wish that on nobody, man. And just happen to move. You know, you have to move in those conditions, and it's like, when I went back to the building today to get more of my stuff, it's like walking on the fucking wreckage of the Titanic, man. There's fucking water everywhere. It stinks. It just, I know what happened to my animal in that room. It just eats me alive, man. And this sounds stupid, but the Bills just gave me such a great distraction on that Saturday night. It was great. You know, and I got to take my mind. Granted, my mind would drift back over here, but yeah, apparently electrical, dude, in the walls. Whole, you know, so I you know, it's just a sucky situation. But hey, we're here to talk about good shit, right? And the Bills have maybe they've turned a corner, or maybe they've become one of those progressive, forward-thinking organizations that aren't going to sit on their hands and just say, hey, we're not going to sit here and have the media constantly question all year, you know, when is Josh Allen going to get with the first? You know how the media is going to poke and prod about Josh Allen, because that's the big lead. That's the thing that they're going to do. And McDermott kind of just cuts out a distraction, and they get to play him, hopefully, for 16 games. You know, knock on wood. Wait, this is wood. That's wood. This is sheetrock. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, the way I see it, I'm back in my old building. It's gonna be fully renovated. I'll be in the same room, kind of in the same position, really, the same floor. I'm gonna be doing work on the building and myself, because I do that kind of stuff from time to time. If you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you'll see. Mostly Instagram and Snapchat, I show that stuff. But yeah, and the Bills will be open in that new big practice facility too around the same time. So that's kind of like serendipitous. Hopefully it's a new beginning for everybody, including them and for us as fans, because it's been so long that we've just been in the muck. The only and it was experiencing Cleveland was interesting for me, because that's a fan base that is as beaten down as any, bro. guys, I'm telling you, that fan base is beat down. Those people are twitching little nubs, and I feel for them, man, because we don't know what 0-16's like. We don't know what getting a team ripped from us is like, and just them being so bad and having false hope dangled over their face. And they've drafted the quarterbacks. They have. I mean, they've gotten the Couches, the Manziels, the Quinns. They've, and then they've passed up on the Lucks and the Goffs and the Mariotas and the Winstons. Granted, those guys have not turned out, what they were supposed to be, but still they've, it sucks. Yeah, they're hurting, bro. Their whole situation, Christian, is shit. I was listening to their radio station today, 92.3, and as there's Baskin and Phelps, and can you believe they were actually championing what fucking Jarvis Landry did to Teron Johnson? They were saying, you know what? I'm tired of being the most beaten down in the league. I'm tired of being a fucking pushover. They didn't say fucking. They're tired of being soft. Nobody fears them. And, why they're whining about a good... Dude, it was a dirty fucking hit. He's not a tough guy. Jarvis Landry's a pussy, a fake tough guy who he's a big guy when he's taking shots at guys who aren't looking. Yeah, but that's what a media and a fan base like that's gonna do. I mean, they were all excited about everybody, and I had to tell them straight at dead ass. I told them, I was like, don't fall in love with Tyrod Taylor. He'll tease you. He'll tease the fuck out of you. But when it comes time to throw and show, I saw the same indecision in front of my face that we've all seen on television or in front of our faces if we've gone to games. He's standing, he's looking. I saw a few open receivers. He chose not to throw it, or he would throw over their head and out of bounds, so there was nobody that could catch it except the fucking guy holding the sticks or maybe the ball boy, somebody like that. So yeah, I mean, and even the worst pass of the night Josh Allen threw was his first, and everything else was on point. And one throw. We all know that, but we don't want to talk about him no more because he's in the past, and we're here for the now and the future. And man, when I watched that play, that touchdown pass to Streeter live, and I was kind of in the back side angle view. I was sitting on the Bills sideline. I was actually 10 rows up from the Bills sideline, and I saw that pass, so I had a good view of it. And in real time, it was so impressive. It was so impressive, how he kept his eyes up, the ball up, and he moved in the pocket and just right. It's something so small, so minuscule, minutia, to make it so beautiful. It was great to watch a Bills quarterback make a play like that, and he looks good on the short to intermediate stuff. That was supposed to be his fatal flaw, but he looks good. And I look at it this way: he's going to get probably 3 more weeks of practice with the ones. Some, Jalape's going to come in and play the 4th game. Maybe a little bit of Peterman to start, and that'll be it. They'll just put the Jalape in there, and he'll just clean up the mess. And who cares if they win or lose? And we'll roll into the regular season. So that's what I want to see. I want to see him get all these reps. And that's what I was going to say before, but I lost my train of thought. McCarron's injury maybe is a blessing in disguise, and I hate saying that. It might be a blessing in disguise because now all those reps get all allocated to the guys that we know the Bills really like. McCarron's the outsider. He probably wasn't going to be on the roster next year. He's due $5+ million. Peterman has already been the backup, and this is their anointed golden child in Josh Allen. So, and outside of the first drive, and that was his only action in the game in Carolina, and this was his, I don't know. He just seems like a guy. I mean, he's capable. He's a backup. To me, he's a backup, and I'm tired of backups masquerading around as starters for the Bills. That's what I'm tired of. I don't want to see that no more. Let's roll. Let's see. Let's see it. Let's see what. Let's see the real deal. If this kid comes out and he plays well, but if he plays horrible, I don't know. Let's just see. I think you get a full dose of Benjamin, maybe Clay, some of the other starters, the starting offensive line, McCoy, Ivory, Marcus Murphy has been phenomenal. Maybe the tight end battle will shake itself out. Who knows? A lot of other things, but he's going to get to be with the first team. And if he plays above average to very good, then that's just another week of practice, another week of reps, and then roll into the regular season. That's what, 10? He gets like almost 2 weeks prepping for Baltimore, aside from the Bengals game. So there you have it. I mean, it's a game on Sunday, just like an NFL game. So he gets a full week of practice. Practice today, almost like the start of a regular season. He practiced on Monday with the ones. They'll have a treatment day tomorrow because McDermott wants to keep it as much as a game week as possible. And guys, let me digress. How impressive is McDermott? Seriously, like, just watching that embedded thing, talk about a guy who's fucking in charge. Talk about a guy who's in command, time on task, no bullshit. But yet he's secure enough to make it fun, to tweak it. Do I think Chad Kelly should start for the Bengals? Honestly, Lurker, I don't care what the Bengals situation is. I'm concerned about the Bills. And if they want to start Chad Kelly just because his last name is Kelly, I don't have that affinity. It was like every Bills fan's like, he's Kelly, he's a Kelly. It's like, we got to let that go. I lived that era, and that era was great. But hearkening back to the past is just, that means you have no present or future. I'm looking forward to Josh Allen. I know this is his nephew. I know he's from Buffalo, but he's also been a little punk. And hopefully he's turned a corner. Hopefully he's grown up and he's learned his lessons and he plays well. I don't know how good he is or isn't. But let's see. Keenum, they paid a lot of money to. They're probably going to play him, but again, I'm way more concerned with Josh Allen. That's the guy I want to see, and that's the guy we all want to see. And like I was just stating before, McDermott, very impressive, and I can't wait till Embedded 2. We get 3 more installments. I'm gonna see the one with the Browns because I'm on the Bills sideline. Maybe I can see myself. Hard Knocks also. That's on tomorrow. I'll get my cable installed, so I'll get to watch it. I'll get back on the internet tomorrow. Between 11 and 1, I have to be here. I live still in Jersey City, like 10 blocks away, at an apartment the same fucking day. Freedom Tower is right down the block. I could fucking take you guys outside and show it to you. So, but you're not interested in that. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be taking a road trip with my good friend. We'll leave on Saturday early or midday and make it up to Buffalo and check in at a hotel and game day. Yeah, of course, Jimmy Digital. Still watch it. Still love it. Boxing, MMA, you name it, I still watch it. Just don't do the videos anymore because I just didn't like the way the sport was heading with the UFC kind of taking control over everything. I know there's Bellator and a few other Asian promotions, but still there's not the level of compete that there was when Pride was at its peak. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. It's been 18 minutes. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for your condolences and all that stuff. I really appreciate it. I lean on you guys for emotional support. You guys help me out. Just this little talk took my mind off shit, and I really appreciate that. When I originally started these videos back in 06, there were MMA videos and Bills videos in the 07 season. My life was a train wreck. I was going through a lot of stuff. I was still grieving over my grandmother's death. A lot of stuff was going on, and doing these videos really helped me. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much, and go Bills. And I want him to be the next. Fuck. I said like his game reminds me of Elway. When Elway, because the athlete, Elway was a fucking athlete who could run, and he had a cannon arm. He wasn't as big as Allen, but that's at his peak in the modern game. To me, his game is Elway. It's Elway, through and through. So, but if he puts up numbers like Marino, if the release is like Marino, you think I'm gonna complain? Marino could throw for 7,000 yards in today's fucking league. Nobody could touch his head. Nobody could touch his knees. Motherfucker, if you couldn't touch him, you couldn't fucking sack him because the ball was going to be out. The ball was gone. I watched the guy play. he was good. But when he played the Bills, they would shut him down. Who knows? All right, guys, take care. Have a good one. I appreciate you all, and go Bills, always. Thank you.